Hello, everybody. This is Taco Junk on this lovely, wonderful Monday afternoon. Now, I'd like to sincerely apologize for not streaming today, but my mother put in for some information about funeral expenses and costs and all that stuff, and instead of just sending us information back, they actually sent us information back and had a guy come to our lovely, wonderful home. So we actually had to go ahead and deal with that, listen to the packages and stuff like that, and ultimately we got signed up for if either one of us happens to kick the bucket, so to speak, that one or the other, depending on who it is, will actually have funds to put us in the ground, because I'd much rather not be burned or anything like that. And my mother personally has personal issues about not wanting to be burned. So we got that straightened out. And then today, since by the time we got done with talking to that guy, really nice guy, by the way. I mean, company seems to be nice and all that. But once we got done with talking to that guy, I had to deal with a issue of kids leaving toys around our satellite dish. And so Friday, I actually ended up picking up toys, broad daylight, maybe around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, thinking that somebody will actually see me picking these toys up and actually knock on a door to actually get these toys back, the toys back. No. So I figured since no one came around at around 4 or 5 o'clock, because that's roughly around, well, actually school, I think, ends at around maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock, somewhere around there. I don't know exactly when school lets out around here. All I know is that kids can pretty much do anything in school and not get in trouble for it. But anyway, which is a story within itself, and I'd much rather not get into it. But the fact that I actually picked up these toys that are around my satellite dish, thinking somebody will actually come knocking on the door to get these toys back in one form or another, no, that didn't happen that way. So I ended up keeping these toys to give me the opportunity to teach my, attempt to teach kids about how to value their toys, and maybe hoping the kids will actually learn to value their toys, at least, with my attempt of trying to teach them. Well, today, I went ahead and gave them their toys back, and lo and behold, all the toys belong to our lovely, wonderful neighbor, like I thought they would. And we saw them except for the skateboard and maybe a freaking red tube thingamabob or whatever you can call them. But anyway, the kids were very eager to actually get their toys back, and so I said, well, let's have a conversation. One, my satellite dish in the back of my unit is not a community toy box. And that then I actually kindly asked if they would stop getting close to our satellite dish. Being the fact that this is my first time trying to actually discipline any kind of kids, not like smacking or anything, just saying, please stop doing this, and this is not what this is for, kind of thing. Okay, hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, where were we? Yeah, I just had to catch my lovely alarm that often tells me when stream starts and stops and all that. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, this is my very first attempt to try to discipline kids. Not in like, spanking or anything like that, because for one, they weren't my kids, so I couldn't really do that. But it was more like my, like a discipline kind of like, don't do this, and this is not what this is for, kind of thing. Now, if it keeps going, I have no freaking clue. If it doesn't, it'd be nice, because, I am going rather nuts, because I keep on hearing my mother complain about them getting close to the satellites. Now, I only have one other problem to try to figure out how to fix, and that is with a little girl that seems to think that gas meters are jungle gyms and that she can play and everything off, jump off them, play on them, and all that stuff. So I think I'm going to have to involve the Levy Housing Authority office and on that one, because not only has she done it with gas meters attached to our units, but she actually has been doing it to the gas meter attached to her own unit. And so, anyway, I think I've handled the situation pretty good. I didn't yell or anything like that. The only one that was yelling was the kids next door that I was returning the toys to, and the lovely, wonderful parent proceeding to tell their kids not to go outside. But it's kind of hard. It just kind of makes me wonder, because I was expecting an adult to answer the door, not kids answering the door. So, other than that, the only thing I can suggest, parent, now remind you, this is a suggestion, this is not me telling you how to deal with your kids, because they're your kids, not mine. I don't even have kids. But the only thing I can suggest to you as a parent is to teach them a little bit about valuing their toys and to not leave them outside, because that's ultimately that's what happened, is that these kids don't really understand the value of their own toys, which means later on in life they most likely won't value anything else that they own. And so teach them a little bit about value, just a little bit, that you don't have to be freaking gung-ho and smack their gluteus maximus to the point where it bleeds or anything like that, saying, you need to treat your toys better or something like that. You don't need to do that. That'll be literally be overboard. And to teach your kids, now remind you, these are suggestions, but to teach your kids not to play on gas meters and not to hang off with satellite dishes, because more often than not, they'll either break or they will get somewhat damaged. So just now remind you, again, these are only suggestions. These are in no way, shape, or form me telling you how to teach your kids, or what to teach your kids, or anything like that about your kids. These are only suggestions, and that's it. Okay. So, with that being said, don't have too much fun. Let kids be kids, and anyway, don't have too much fun, and bye.